What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Battlecruiser with a Mind to Grandmaster. We are already in episode number 4, and we are super close to Master League. Over the last few episodes, we discovered a lot of cool cheeses, and we are starting to shape our macro game. Let's begin. Our first game of the day is against a Barcode Protoss player. Now, I don't think we've really figured out how to play against Protoss yet. I think the best way is to start with like some early harassment, obviously. With the Battlecruiser, I feel like you really have to snowball against Protoss. Against Terran and Zerg, I have some really cool ideas for the late game. Against Protoss, I'm not quite sure if we can get to the late game just yet, though. Now, before I start focusing on the game entirely, I did quickly want to have a chat about the future of this channel. So, not sure how many of you read the community post I made recently. If you didn't, I'll be explaining it a little bit more here, so I don't have to worry about jumping over there. But anyway, over the last, I want to say, couple months, I felt a little bit like I were just doing too many series at the same time. Like, I used to always have one series or two series at the same time, sorry, just rotating. Series 1, Series 2, Series 1, Series 2. And I felt like that was some really good storytelling. The episodes would develop pretty quickly. The strategies would match each other better of the episodes. And recently, I felt I was getting a little bit lost. Like, I had so many series running at once that the difference between episode 1 and episode 2 of the same series could be a week, depending on what else I would upload. And I felt like it was a little bit much for me. And yeah, like I said, I felt a little bit lost sometimes. So I'm going to make some changes again to go back to basically what I was before. So I'm going to be trying to only run 2 challenges at the same time. With, you know, an ESL Cup here and there, maybe like a cool 1v7 here and there. But it's mostly going to be centered around 2 challenges rotating. And it has a couple advantages for me. First of all, I will remember better what I have been doing in the show so far. So a series is not going to drag out for 3 months anymore, but it's just going to go back to maybe being a month or a little shorter. Or does that a little bit more than a month usually, I think, right? And that means I will be able to play on the last episode a little bit better and actually, you know, keep evolving the strategies more. And it also will be better storytelling, in my opinion, because you will be able to follow the show better instead of just having the feeling you're tuning into a million different videos at a time. I also want to try and go back to making longer videos. So these days my videos have been relatively short, kind of similar to uThermal 2, I guess you could say. But I want to try to go back to like those 30-40 minute videos and sometimes even longer than I did before. So those are the challenges or the changes I'm going to be making to the channel. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, of course. And I also wanted to explain quickly the difference between uThermal 1 and 2 because people didn't really get the difference. So uThermal 2 is really... It has every challenge at once. It's a spinning wheel. I stream them on Twitch, so they're always going to have Twitch chat. Now, the commentary there is very similar. I do have to add, I know a lot of people don't really like the idea of Twitch chat being there and me, you know, think I'm going to talk to chat all the time, but the commentary is very similar. It's mostly, you know, 90% the same commentary as here and, you know, maybe 10% responding to Twitch chat or maybe even less, to be honest. But that's going to have every challenge. So if you want to see awesome games of old challenges as Sky, Terran, or Penguin Brothers, or Ghost to GM, you can go over there and check it out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. The videos there are going to be shorter. There's no story, and there's no like keeping score or anything like that. And on this channel, uThermal 1, it's really going to be about storytelling, trying to complete difficult challenges to Grandmaster by evolving my strategy over time. The videos are going to be a little bit longer, a little bit higher effort, and that's mostly going to be the difference. And the main reason why I started uThermal 2, because that was the question, is because I think it'll be very confusing. And I know a lot of you are going to say, no, that's not confusing at all. I will be able to follow, but I read my comments. I know my community pretty well at this point. And it would be pretty confusing if sometimes, you know, there's a challenge that has a score, and then the other time it doesn't have a score, and I'm just suddenly 300 MMR less or 300 MMR higher. Trust me, guys, it would get pretty confusing, so that's why I decided to separate the channels. Now, at this point, I'm going to start focusing on the game again. I hope I didn't like cheat the rules. I think I didn't make more than 5 Marines, so that's perfect. I didn't manage to get a gas, though, because he stole my gas. So the Battlecruisers are going to get slightly delayed. Notice I'm only making 1 Marine here, so I actually stick to the 5 Marine rule, of course. Now, I'm kind of confused because with his build, he should have expanded a little bit faster. Like, a double gate is very aggressive. I think it would have been smarter for me to defend on the high ground, but I was distracted, so I kind of just winged it and autopiloted and decided to defend on the low ground, which worked out pretty well, mostly because he got distracted by my Reaper. But in the end, all is good. Fusion core is going to go down. I guess we'll just expand a little bit faster, and to be honest, we are going to be able to get, or we did get a decent lead from, you know, simply defending his attack. Now, he is on 1 base, and I'm not allowed to make many more units, so this is going to be pretty terrifying. I'm actually going to make a bunker here as well. Yeah, this is a 100% 1 base attack. I would guess it is probably without blink, Normally, if you see a Robo Prism Stalkers, it tends to be Blink Stalkers, but here, I think it's just a casual 4-gate. Casual sounds really stupid in this context, but a casual 4-gate without much units. Yeah, exactly. It's just going to be a simple 4-gate into the main. And I'm going to have to defend this with Widow Mines, but obviously is going to be a pretty big challenge. Now, with SCVs, I shall be able to hold this off for a decent while, I think. That force field is not going to make any difference, so that's nice. Let's see how well his micro is. Oh, he's microing. I'm going to kill the Prism, I think. Yeah, there you go. And we have shut down the attack. I could see the micro coming from a mile away there because he stayed way too close trying to pick off his Stalkers. He should have just run away with his Prism, or flown away rather, because that Prism is not going to die very fast at all. Neither will those Stalkers. It's just SCVs, right? So yeah, that was a pretty big mistake by him. And now we do have the upper hand. I mean, the biggest problem here is that I still can only make Widow Mines, and that is pretty scary. He does have an Observer, so I need to pull these back. I would love to go for some kind of counter attack. I'm not sure where... Okay, the Observer's right there. It's actually a big technique, by the way. If you guys didn't know, you can scroll in because it shows the distortion of the cloaked units a little bit better. So if you're ever looking for invisible units, such as Observer or DTs, and you're not sure they're there, you can just kind of zoom in back and forth like this. Which you can do with the scrolling wheel if you have it enabled in the options. I think that's one of those options that's not enabled by default for some reason. There's also a lot of people that always ask me, like, wait, how can you select your enemy units? I can't. That is also, something that's... you need to turn it on in the option that is off by default for some reason, probably to not confuse newer players. Like, wait, is this my unit or... I kind of get it, though. All right, let's see. Let's see if he has a Nexus here. He's still trying to go into the main base. Oh, he does have an expansion at this point, but the fact that he's attacking me is actually very good news for me, because that means he's going to have nothing in the main and he will just lose everything to this, I think. He was trying to go for DT, so I guess I'll add an engineering bay. I don't think I'm really going to need it, but I'm going to add it. Yo, this Widow Mines around here is pretty sick. Check this out. He's actually going to lose every single unit here, I think, to those Widow Mines. Or almost every single unit. Those mines absolutely popped off, I think. Actually, he did manage to escape with most of the workers. I didn't actually kill that much somehow. So there's one DT in my base, which I can just kill with his SCVs, I think. There we go, because the Prism is not close enough. Normally, Prism plus DTs is like the scariest combination ever, because every time you scan, they can just pick it off from a far distance. But here, he didn't use the Prism to actually save it, so now we're in a really good spot. And I have so many scans available. The most annoying thing is that I don't actually have a unit to kill Dark Templars, but I guess we're going to get there soon enough when my next, Battlecruiser finishes here. Let's see. Did he warp a DT? I didn't see a DT warping in. No, I don't think so, right? Okay, there we go. 4 supply left. This game... I think we got really lucky, mostly for the reason that he went back with his Stalkers to attack my Reaper. I don't think this was going to be a very good strategy for us at all, because Widow Mines are not good at holding all-ins unless you get like a million of them, but I would have only had like 1 or 2. But he just went back with his Stalkers, took too much time, and then by the time he arrived, I had 3 Marines, and I managed to shut him down. For us, fantastic warm-up game. Let's go to game number 2. All right, second game is against a random player called Twisted Steel. Now, this is actually a funny challenge. Within every challenge that I didn't anticipate when I started doing all this, is that you always have to figure out what to do against random players with every challenge. Because let's say, okay, well, that makes it a lot easier. He's going to be playing Zerg. But let's say you have a very specific build against Protoss where you go for a fast double gas, which means your economy is going to be, pretty terrible for the start of the game. Then you cannot do that if someone plays random into Protoss, and you need to figure out another build. So you need to always have a build that works against every race. That's actually a benefit of playing Terran, by the way. A lot of people don't know this. People don't really like playing against random in general because they have specific builds. But I do think Terran is probably the best race against random, because you can just Reaper expand against everyone. I think it might be more complicated if you're Protoss, having to decide between walling on the low ground or the high ground. Now, luckily for Protoss players, walling on the low ground is very feasible in every matchup these days. So if they know how to do it, might still be a little bit tricky. On some maps, they're still going to be fine. And for Zerg, actually, I haven't really thought about Zerg recently. Playing Zerg against random, I mean, I'm not sure what the timing of the Overlords is, because you can play Hatch first in every matchup, obviously. But I'm not sure if there's like a difference in like Overlord movement or whatever where you play against like a 12 or I don't know. It's actually pretty funny to think about, though. I do know that people automatically kind of get triggered by playing against random because... and I do kind of get this. I think it's funny because random is a part of the game, and realistically random is the weakest race, right? Because you have to practice a lot of extra matchups compared to, non-random players. But very often you go on the ladder and you have this idea, like, for example, I want to practice my Battlecruiser style against Protoss, and against Zerg I'm kind of experimenting with 3cc Banshee. And then if you get a random player, it's just so difficult to actually, get into that mindset of whatever builder you want to do. Now, I guess Wait, did I scout early this game? Oh yeah, I did scout early, huh? Okay, yeah. I was worried by the hatchery timing. I was like, oh, we're getting pull firsted, but I guess I just scouted early on accident. Okay, so we're gonna be playing against Zerg. As I mentioned before, might even have been in the last episode, Zerg usually is the perfect matchup to perfect your macro game with these challenges, because Zerg is a little bit more of a passive race. You don't usually have to worry about dying as much as you do against the other races. So at this game, I'm really gonna try to perfect my craft. Now, I do know that the 5cc setup has been a golden standard throughout all of my challenges. If you guys don't remember from Sky, Terran, or what else did I use it for? Maybe even Penguin Brothers, maybe Cyclone Widowmine through Grandmaster, is that I always want to get 5 command centers up. And most of those are planetary. So I'm going to get a planetary here, and planetary here, and then I'll be saturated on 4 bases and completely safe against ground attacks. That's the plan. And then I can use my battle cruisers to harass the other side of the map. Now, I can already tell this guy is not a Zerg expert, and I don't mean that in a bad manner way, but his build is already a little bit off. The gas was too late, and that's what you have to expect from a random player. Like I said, random is the weakest race. They might not know how to play, you know, a perfect standard macro game with every race, obviously. So here is where it's going to begin. And it's always tough trying to read into it as well. Like, how much of it is him trying to trick me? How much of it is him not having actually a good build order? Like, normally here... Okay, so it is Roach. I was going to say, I would assume that it's Roaches 100%, but I didn't because it's random. So this is the first thing that's going in, you know, his favor already, and that's unfortunate. Now, I'm considering making an extra bunker. Actually, I feel like his gas was so late. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to have that many Roaches, to be honest. I'm going to put a few more SCVs to the low ground here. That is all the Marines I'm allowed to make, I believe. That is 5. Yeah, exactly. That's 5. Then we're going to switch to making Widow Mines, get the fusion core up. And yes, I mean, this is just 2 Roaches. I am not convinced it's going to be more than this, to be honest, because he didn't have 4 Roaches. Oh, he actually let the bunker finish. That is a huge mistake. Oh, no. Poor Twisted Steel. That is not great. Okay, he could have just killed that SCV all this time. But instead, he let the bunker finish, and that's going to give me a pretty free advantage here. Now, obviously, I did pull a lot of SCVs to the low ground, which is not great. Now, I'm going to try to use the opportunity here to scout with this Widow Mine. I don't think I need it at home anymore. Start a 3rd command center. Especially with these next few Widow Mines finishing up, I'm going to be pretty safe, I think. And now the fun begins. Okay, he has 1 Ravager. That is not what you want to do with a Ravager. I think he either has a hidden base, or he's playing it a little weird. Or, I mean, obviously it could be both as well. But, I mean, he didn't have enough gas. If you don't mind a lot of gas, you can't make Ravagers. Those are very gas expensive. 1 Ravager is 100 gas, guys. You don't know what I'm making Ravagers if you only have 1 gas. Yeah, so I think he's just being a little bit of a trickster, right? He has a lot of drones, and he might have just made 1 Ravager to trick me out. That is very cool. I mean, you guys know me. I love being a trickster. I like to play creative, so I do appreciate when people use tricks like this. And now I'm convinced that there is actually only 1 Ravager. I mean, it could be 2. Probably not even 3. I was going to say it could be 2 or 3, but I don't even think he would have enough gas for 3. Let's move these across. I'm going to start my armor so I can get these Widow Mines cloaked. Gonna make... I guess I could make an engineering bay. I'm not sure if I want to make the command centers first, though. Yeah, he's quite literally just biling. Look at that. It's actually killing it very slowly. I wonder if this is going to be a good trade here. Check this out. Okay. Now he's making a lot of slowlings. I'm just going to get in here. There's no spore yet, but at the same time, my armory is also not finished, so I don't know how much it matters. See, those Widow Mines all shot. Oh, this one hasn't yet. Maybe... Oh, that's not... And now he's making 5... Oh my god, that is a lot of Zerglings. Do we need that many Zerglings? I don't know. Did I show anything scary? Or is he just going to try to attack me? Dude, if this guy hits me with... You know, he saved all of his gas. Hits me with 5 Ravagers and a bunch of Speedlings, I would actually love this build. I'm not saying it's going to work, but I would love it. Let's see how much gas he has now. Okay. Oh, he doesn't have a spore yet. I think I'm just going to make use of the opportunity. These Widow Mines can probably defend pretty decently. I'm going to be able to kill this spore. Keep in mind, guys, I damaged his queens with the Widow Mines, and he used transfuse energy. So he actually doesn't have transfuses, I think. He might have on the main. Here we go. He's still trying to bow. Yeah, he actually is doing exactly what I said. He made a few more Ravagers, and he's trying to run by with the mass links, but he doesn't have enough Ravagers to break the bunker. You need, I think, 6 Ravagers to actually kill that. He's getting very close, though. Let's see. Is he going to get that? Oh, bunker, please. You're my only hope. Okay, this bunker is actually going to live. Oh, no. Oh, that is so tragic for that guy. The bunker actually survived so freaking long. Battlecruiser's alive, too. And I think at this point, we killed enough Zerglings to survive, right? I mean, if we still die here, I would actually be very surprised. Wait, maybe I can kill these Ravagers. Oh, no. He actually noticed in time. Please? Shoot something? No. Okay. Well, we have another battlecruiser finishing. I mean, I guess I'm going to lose SCVs anyway, but maybe I should just pool these. I think I have enough SCVs. Let's split those so I don't lose them to Biles. And there we go. Kind of surrounding everything he's got. And behind this, I'm going to try to get my 5 planetaries up. This battlecruiser is doing so much work that I don't think I need to worry about my economy. Like, I know I lost a lot of SCVs, but unless I quite literally just die straight up, I think we're good. I mean, this battlecruiser is very low HP, 17 HP. Can I kill this queen? No, that's too greedy, right? I am being too greedy. Let me escape on 4 HP for fun. There you go. Good prediction by me, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have predicted that confidently. Like, that thing could have died, but okay, here we go. I have 24 SCVs left, which really is not a lot, you know? My economy is pretty tragic here. No, wait. I thought I made an engineering bay. Where's my engineering bay at? Okay, what is my next plan? Like, the thing is, I feel like I'm in a fantastic position. Some of you might think, Mark, what are you talking about? He has a fully saturated third base and you're in absolute shambles. True. But I feel like I can make something out of this. I just need to get my engineering bay up. Excuse me. Then the moment I get... This is going to be a really nice rewall. The moment I get all these planetaries up, I'm going to be completely safe. And then I'll be able to start making stuff on 4 bases, basically. Like, this is a run-by, but this run-by is honestly not a good idea. I feel like he should have picked a better time for this. He's going to lose those Zerglings for free. And he doesn't have a lair, so now I can just go across. There you go. And now we have a wall off, and he doesn't have a threat anymore because he just gave away those Zerglings. And I think this is going to be very painful for Mr. Guy. I forgot what his name was, to be honest. Twisted Steel, there you go. Look, at this point, I can probably even up these depots as well. I have so many depots closed that shouldn't be closed. Look how many queens are just dying to this BC. Yeah, this is the thing with queens, guys. Another one of those off-race Zerg problems, you know, playing random, is queens are really good against battlecruisers, but you need to fight only when you have enough of them, and he keeps fighting with just 3, which is not enough. So the queens just keep dying over and over. Now, with the Spore, I mean, I'm still going to be able to pick off 2 queens here. He does have a transfuse for that, I think. Might not be paying attention. There you go. With the Spore, you can actually do that, but like I said, it's not quite enough to fight with 3 queens, and we do get it up after all. You know, surprisingly close is the supply. 52 against 66. I thought with my 5 CCs and my double battlecruiser. Actually, I thought I had a turn on the way, but I didn't. With the double battlecruiser, thought my supply was going to be a little bit higher, but that's it. This game ended up being closer than what I like. Not gonna lie. Defending with the Widow Mines was hard. I thought it had a completely unlock, but one the bunker with 4 Marines is just not that much defense, as we can tell. So for the next episodes, or for the next games rather, because it's not over yet, don't leave me, I might have to find a little bit better of a way to defend. Maybe get a faster planetary in the natural, or maybe actually keep my battlecruiser at home. We'll see. For now, fantastic game number 2. Let's keep it going. All right, game number 3 against the King of the Swarm. 4.6k Master Zerg, and that means that we are now officially in Masters and more territory, guys. A 4-6 player. It's actually pretty close to Grandmaster on the American server, by the way. I'm not sure how that works, by the way. The Masters League seems to be really small in NA. Like, I feel like I get promoted to Diamond or to Master Sword like 4.3. But then Grandmaster Swords are like 4.7 or something like that. Like, Masters is a really small league. And I don't think that's the case on Europe. I'm really not quite sure why. Diamond is like freaking enormous, you know. I feel like you get promoted to Diamond at like 1.1k and then you stay there until 4.3. Obviously a little bit exaggerated, but that is what it feels like. Now, getting Master's territory, that means we are getting... You know, it sounds crazy to say, but we are getting somewhat close to Grandmaster already. Only 1 step between, and that is good news. Now, I'm going to go for my CC first build here. Last game, I tried to do like a more normal approach with the Reaper expand, and now we're going to go back to that CC first strategy that I tried. Actually, I think it was the last episode, right? In the first game, when I played against the Zerg, and I tried that CC first double port battlecruiser opener, which seemed like the strongest opener so far. I feel like a lot of games so far in this series, we kind of clutch out the win, but they don't necessarily inspire confidence in me, to be fair. Like, a lot of these games, I'm like in a massive lead and I barely win, or I get into like a base trade where I need to outplay the win despite like a really good early game, stuff like that. So I don't really have the confidence yet. Normally at some point in the series I gain the confidence, not usually at the start, don't worry about it, like this is pretty normal. But usually somewhere, maybe like around episode 10, where I really feel like I figured out the build, that's when I start getting confidence, and that is something I do want to look for, because I don't want to... Yeah, I mean, it would be fun, to be honest. It would be very fun, and I would have a good time. But I would also like to feel a little bit more confident and know we can reach a pretty good place in Grandmaster. Now, recently we ended the Planetary Rush to Grandmaster show. That kind of MMR, I'm not sure if we will ever reach that again. And I'm saying that very honestly. Like, that MMR is so crazy. I don't know if we'll ever reach that again in a challenge. I think we got top 10 Grandmaster I still can't believe it. I know it's been a while, but it was like 2 days ago or 1 day ago, actually. I'm not even sure. But that was freaking crazy. I'm not quite sure if we ever reach that again. I'm not going to get over it anytime soon because I freaking love that so much. Now, that is once again a pretty fast... yeah, exactly. Or a pretty late hatchery, rather. Ooh, we might be getting cheesed here. I do have to be careful. I decided to go for a Reaper because I like to scout despite going for CC first. And finally, guys, I always tell you guys how good CC first is against pool first. And now you guys get to see it in action. This is why pool first is horrible against CC first. The command center is finished. There's nothing to deny. The wall off is up. And I'm just going to be able to kill those links. I'm not sure if I need to pull SCVs, actually. I think I might have to pull a few SCVs to make sure he doesn't kill the factory. Actually, I think it looks like it's going to be fine. Did I just YOLO it and wait it out? I think it's going to be fine. I'm not 100% sure, though. No, it looks fine. Yeah, exactly. I didn't have to pull the SCVs. So I kind of set myself behind a little bit more. Can I put the perfect grenade down? Yo, that was good. Oh my god, we're not going to lose that SCV, which is fantastic. At least, let's not speak before it's over. Please do it, Reaper. Okay, there we go. Didn't lose anything. Anyway, put myself a little bit more behind than I had to by, you know, pulling those SCVs to the ramp. But still... Even with pulling those SCVs, we are obviously in a really good spot against this pool first. Now, I'm kind of scared that roaches are on the way. CC first is good against pool first. It's not necessarily good against roach all-in follow-ups, though. That is where it gets tricky. Especially in my case where, you know, I'm not going to go for the normal Marines. Let's see. Okay, there's a bunch of queens here. That gives me some hope that it's a pretty standard follow-up. There's not a lot of drones, I have to say. I wanted to go for double port BC, but my build got a little bit messed up and confused because of the Zerglings. I'm actually going to do something slightly different. I think I'm just going to walk these mines across. Because it's a cool time to experiment anyway. I'm going to walk these mines across, see what I can get and see what I can scout. And then I'll just... oh, I actually wanted to make my fusion core in the wall, but with this Overlord being there, that's probably not the best idea. Let me make sure to kill this Overlord. I think it's solid, right? Yeah, exactly. This is an Overlord that's gonna die. It's actually pretty nice about Widow Mines. You don't think about it, but you can use them to kill Overlords. There you go. I mean, it seems pretty innocent, but it's pretty nice, right? Honestly, to get a few Overlords, get the scouting out of the way. But let's start the fusion core. Oh, wait, guys. What if we just invented a new amazing TVZ battlecruiser build? What if I can go for Widow Mine Pressure, third command center, and then the double starport? Oh my god, if this build works out, that would be absolutely amazing, to be honest. Now, I did get cloaked Widow Mines. Let's see if there's anything I really need to do in particular with these. Let me get some extra depots up as well. Now, one of those is going to shoot, not all of them, though. Or maybe I can actually run these in. I would love to kill at least one queen. Ah, that bond barely died. That's unfortunate. Maybe I can do some scouting with this, though. Roach Warren. Seems really stupid to scout with a mine, but I guess if you can, why not, right? Might as well at this point. Well, let's see if there's anything else to scout. He went for a lair and a roach warren. I need to be very careful for a Nidus here. He doesn't actually have a spore, so I can just burrow this here. And if he doesn't make an overseer, that's going to stay there forever. That's not what I expected to have happened, but it's actually going to end up being pretty nice here. Now, I don't feel like he's going to attack me yet. He might attack me with roach speed or with a Nidus, but I do have to get my planetaries up because if he does attack me with roaches and I don't have a planetary, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. I'm gonna get a command center up over here. These guys... Well, actually, I still need to saturate this gas. I was already gonna start saturating my next bases, but that's not time for it yet. Excuse me. I'm still a little bit off from the cold I had. Sorry for if my voice sounds a little bit weird sometimes. Now, the Knight is actually looking at it, and the Knight is just freaking terrifying, guys, because I don't have defense here. The planetaries are actually, if I get them up in time, that's not even a given at this point. If I get the planetaries up in time, that is gonna be super nice for frontal attacks, but a Nidus in the main might actually just ravage me still, so I need to be pretty scared. Let's see, okay, the fact that he's making a lot of drones makes me feel way more at ease. That means he's probably not going to be attacking too soon, and if he's attacking me, it's going to be a relatively inefficient attack, which is nice. I do think I'm annoying him a decent amount, which doesn't sound like a proper StarCraft term, but it is pretty useful to annoy your opponent. Wait, did I kill the Overseer on accident? Why is he not killing these? No, I'm actually not sure. Did I kill the Overseer on accident? I don't think I did, right? I can't tell, by the way. I really need to reinvent the 5cc builder for this challenge, because with the battlecruisers, I have no gas. Okay, I have absolutely no gas to make these planetaries, which means that if I play double port battlecruiser, we simply cannot go for the 5cc setup. As simple as that. Because if I... Yeah, I mean, this is just a little bit awkward. I'm going to make my planetaries anyway, because I already invested, but realistically... this is just gonna, you know, really hamper my battlecruiser production. I'm not even sure if I like making these at this point. Yeah, not very happy with this. But I guess it's good that we know now. Okay, let's burrow these. Maybe I can catch these roaches. Oh, this could actually be a pretty good catch. Let's see. Oh, that's a lot of roaches killed. Not bad at all. And this looks like he is going to attack me on the front. And for that, I have my planetary... Oh, this is actually not finished yet. Probably shouldn't speak too confidently. But for that, I have my planetary setup. It looks like that one's going to finish in time. And guys, I think we might have... Exactly, we just destroyed him strategically because he couldn't attack me anymore. Because I had the planetaries, and then the battlecruisers were in his base. Now, I still stick to everything I said. This game, my opponent's build was weird. Somehow, my Widow Mines actually did a crazy amount of work. Like, this supply, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Zerg is always supposed to be up in supply. If you lose 7 workers, you're supposed to be up like 30 supply, at least as Zerg. So this guy's build... I'm going to be pretty harsh. It was probably pretty bad. Like, I don't think you can be 20 supply down while losing 7 workers. That's just not how Zerg works, really. So he was really banking everything on this all-in. And it worked out perfectly strategically, but I'm going to stick to what I said. This build is not great. Double port BC doesn't go with the 5cc setup. So if you go for double port BC, we have to do it fast, get in there hard with an all-in. And otherwise, we only have to play 1 starport and go for 5cc's. That is a good lesson. Now, I told you guys I was going to make longer videos. So let's go for game number 4. Right, game number 4 is against a Masters Terran. We just reached 4,300 MMR, by the way. Our opponent is Masters with less than 4.1k. That's when you know we are basically Masters. I'm not quite sure why the leagues are still bugged. I've been complaining about this for a few challenges. I'd be like 500 MMR above my league without getting promoted. But it is what it is. I'll just, inform you guys with the MMR now and then. And you guys can see it at the end of the episode on top of the screen anyway. And at the start, of course. Now, what are we going to do against this Terran player? I feel like TVT... And normally you would expect TVZ, right? Especially about what I explained about figuring out the 5cc setup and stuff. But TVT is probably going to be the most macro matchup. But it's going to be something from my part. Because I don't think you can really kill Terran early on with battlecruisers. The best way to beat Terran in battlecruiser with a mine is to really take it to the late game. Actually, I had one really awesome game on uThermal too. I don't think it's posted yet, but you guys should check it out when it does. That game is freaking awesome. The best battlecruiser with a mine game yet. I already did add it to the spinning wheel for that uThermal 2 challenges. So, but that game was awesome, and it was one of those late game TVTs. And I really think that is going to be the way to do it. Have battlecruisers flying around like big groups. If he tries to counter you with Vikings, you come in with your Widow Mines, make a lot of planetaries, a lot of, turret-based defenses. And I think that way, it's actually a pretty good challenge. Surviving the early game is going to be the biggest trouble. And I feel like we've seen a little bit of that yet. Or a little bit of that already, sorry. Because a few games in TVT, I kind of got into a good spot, but I still had a little bit of trouble defending an attack. Like, it didn't always look super confident and stuff. So I definitely think that's where the challenge is going to lie. If we find, that's going to be the #1 priority for TVT. In TVZ, we figure out that 5cc setup. In TVP, we figure out a way to kill Protoss early enough so they don't absolutely torture us with mass stalkers or whatever. And in TVT, we need to find the best possible build in specific, not strategy, but build to survive early on against like Cyclone pushes or whatever. So we can actually get to that fabled late game battlecruiser Widowmine TVT. Now, I'm not quite sure what my opening should be. Like, I'm only allowed 1 Reaper. I guess I might as well make a reactor right away. If I make 5 Marines instead of 6, it's still not a big deal. The reactor is still going to be pretty useful. Oh, I was going to say, he's not making a factory. I guess I just didn't pay attention enough. It's there. I always like this star, by the way. I feel like it just brightens my mood a little bit to see like a nice decal like that. I know it's something very small, but still, it's something very nice. Now, I need to be afraid of 2 Reaper 1 Hellion attacks, or even just 2 Reaper attacks, because normally you have your own 2 Reapers for that. In this case, I don't. One of the limits of the challenge, of course. I think it could even be smart to make a bunker here. Oh, this is going to be pretty good for me. This is a classic TVT mistake. Oh, actually, I missed micro, so that's bad. I should have killed that Reaper. But yeah, you should never go with 1 Reaper like that. Doesn't make any sense, to be honest. Like, you're just going to lose to a guy, sending his own Reaper back to kill yours, and you might kill 1 SCV. In this case, he didn't. I should have killed this Reaper with good micro, by the way, 100%. I just failed, so that's nice for him. But it still was a bad idea. So guys, please be careful with that. Don't just send your Reaper in. That's like your main scouting tool. Now, if you play double gas, it is a little bit more forgivable, of course, because he's probably going to have more Reapers, right? But still, not a huge fan of that move. But that's okay. He didn't lose it, so it's all good. I feel like sometimes I criticize my opponent's moves, but not even necessarily like because it's a bad move, but just because I feel bad for them losing a unit, and I want them to be able to prove themselves against my challenge at full capacity. Like, I feel like, kind of depends on the player, of course, but sometimes I straight up just feel bad for people making rough moves, because I really want them to, unleash the true potential of Ah, Barcode. That's not quite as cool of a name as I was hoping it would be. It's Barcode. Barcode probably, yeah, not the greatest name in StarCraft. I actually saw a bunch of... I wonder what you guys think about this, by the way. I saw a bunch of discussions for Stormgate. That people want them to do something against barcodes on the ladder. If you guys don't know what barcodes are, it's like hundreds or if not thousands of people are calling themselves this just to hide their identity on the ladder. But a lot of people feel like it kind of just removes the fun from the ladder to play against barcodes all the time. It happens in Top Grandmaster too. A lot of people are at, and for streamers it's actually worse as well, because if I run into, let's say, Cyril, right, it's way more epic than running into a Barcode Zerg, for example, right? Like, it's way cooler for the stream. The stream also doesn't really know who they're... Oh, that's actually super unlucky. Holy cow. I straight up ran into a gajillion... Why were those even there? Oh, no. Is he going to go into my main? Guys, if he goes into my main, it might be screwed. I don't have enough to defend that. Oh, no. This might be a little bit of a tough one. I can't believe he was literally... I thought I was being smart by running my Widowmines around. But his entire army was there. Okay, that is very unfortunate. I'm surprised he's not attacking me yet. The only reason he could be there is to drop it to my main. So now I'm just wondering, like, where's the drop at, or where you're just chilling there for fun? Like, I don't know. Oh, he's trying to kill them with grenades. Yeah, I mean, I've tried this before, and on paper it sounds like a good idea. Realistically, it's a waste of time, though. I've thrown so many grenades at a Widowmine just to realize that it just never dies. Like, he's just, you know, he's spending so much APM doing that, but that's just never gonna die. I can repair it in like half a second, and that's it. Meantime, these Reapers are getting way more damage than his Reapers are. This is exactly what I was talking about. But actually, can I get in here? Oh, no. Oh, there's not a jump up cliff? Well, the more you know, I guess. I guess I am not that good at a new map. So I wanted to see if he had like a Cyclone. Because now I'm going to be scared to teleport him with my Battlecruiser. Oh, these Widowmines are going to be super juicy if I burrow them here, though. But it actually looks like a tank on a massive canyon there. But it's really just a grenade doing 5 tickle damage to my Widowmine. You guys saw that? And it's back at full health again. I mean, I appreciate that he's sticking with it, though. Because, like, you know, it takes a lot of APM, and at some point it can just be demotivating. It's like, okay, frick it. There's, you know, it's not going to do anything. I should probably not even repair it, to be honest. I should probably just wait for it to actually be low HP and then repair it, because he's still not going to kill it anyway. Wait, it took 1 more damage than last time. I must have not repaired it fully, right? Else that doesn't make any sense to me at all. All right. Dude, I would love for him to jump up in my main base. That would actually be such a beautiful moment. Trying to kill a million Reapers there. Like, those would actually do some serious damage to a big Reaper clump. Now, do I make a planetary at my 3rd base? Or do I just make another base in front of it and turn that into planetaries? Actually, what I did here is a mistake. This is a little bit of a deeper one. Why this is a mistake? Let me explain it to you guys. Why I think that's a mistake. I'm trying to get the Cyclone here, please. Yeah, no, he saw it. Okay, that was very greedy by me. I'll be honest, that was a dumb move. But what I noticed that Terrans often do is they scan when you scan. And not because they're trying to get back at you or whatever. It's just like they're reminded, like, oh yeah, I should probably scan here, you know? So I feel like I shouldn't have scanned because I'm trying to hide my battlecruisers and I don't want him to see those. So that was actually a little bit of a mistake by me. So let's start adding some more command centers. He has been doing a really good job with the contain, by the way. Like, even if the Reaper grenade move is a little bit funny and maybe a waste of APM, I think the fact that he's containing me is actually very good. Oh, he has a Raven here. Okay, yeah, it's time. Let's go. The toxic build has been triggered. His entire army is in my base, so we're gonna go there. Oh, he is actually coming back. That is interesting. I find that a very cool move by him, just because it's a very hard decision to make, right? Like, he basically could have just attacked me. It feels very frustrating to lose this much stuff and then have to go back. Let's see. Is he gonna Matrix in time? Wait, he might actually not. Why is he not Matrixing me? Hurry up with the Matrixes. Oh, is he gonna get the other one? Yeah, there you go. Okay, well done, guys. You see, our opponent made a fantastic move, and I'm happy for him. And I really have to applaud this move, the fact that he went back to his base. That is a really hard decision to make. Wait, why is he question marking me? Now, he's not cool anymore, guys. Terrible move by him. Terrible. No, just kidding. I don't know why he's question marking me for, though. That's kind of rude. But I guess we'll try to, you know, we still have to fight to win this game. Wait, why is he... Why is he going back? That is confusing. Where is he going? Oh, wait. I think he clicked all the SUs from the main on his 3rd, right? I thought they were on his natural. But I guess he clicked them all the way there. I'm not quite sure why he hasn't seen me yet, though. Oh, wait. I needed to get planetaries out here. I'm also surprised he's still in his main base. Like, I don't know why he's not, you know, moving out after killing my stuff. Dude, please walk over this. It's really hard to hit Terrans with Widowmines just because they always have detection with the Raven. Every single Terran makes Ravens in TvT pretty much. If you don't, you should. I know they're annoying, so don't worry about it. Don't let me make you feel bad for not doing it, but you should. Oh, there we go. We actually got hits. There. Oh, really good hits too. Nice. Almost tempted to type some question marks bad, but I'm back. But I'm gonna be the bigger man here, guys. I'm gonna be the bigger man. Okay, I'm not gonna type question marks back against you. Let's get some Widow Mines over here on the slow zone. I wonder if this is gonna be a good spot. Let's see. I'm gonna burrow one there. Let's see what he's doing with his army. He's doing nothing yet. Okay, I saw one Marine coming here, so it's not gonna be the best spot. And now we're just gonna have to prepare for the late game. So I'm gonna start making planetaries around my bases to keep them safe. And then I'll get, you know, all these bases up and start maybe going up to like 5-port battlecruiser. Or even gonna get the upgrades for my thingies already. I killed these rock towers, by the way. They collapse in the middle, which makes it really hard to actually do something there. Gonna get a couple more Widow Mines here. Spread the Marines to take the watchtowers. And I think our position looks pretty solid. I'm moving this command center because I would rather have a planetary on this side, I think. Get a few turrets here as well. I'm gonna move these Widow Mines forward, and I'm really loving the map control we have right now. Like, this actually looks pretty beautiful. This is the thing I might love the most about my challenges, is just like figuring out how to control the map perfectly, you know? Like, it's beautiful. Oh, wait. Oh, I actually have 2 Widow Mines here. Maybe I can do something. Oh, he's trying to take that base. I'm not gonna let that happen. Well, I mean, I'm gonna let that happen. I'm gonna try to kill his SCVs before he mines from... Wait, where did they go? I am so confused. Why is he mining this from the back? I don't know why. This game, I feel like nothing big is really happening besides me losing those battlecruisers. Once again, great move by Mr. Barcode guy. But why is he mining that from the back? There's so many little things happening that are very confusing to me. I guess... Oh, I made a Banshee on accident. Guess we're gonna have to execute that one. Say goodbye to the Banshee. Give her a name quickly before she's gone. Well, she's already gone. Battlecruisers kill stuff pretty fast. Alright, let's try to get this one. And one more command centers on the left side as well. I also want more... Yeah, I want more Widow Mines, actually. I need so many Widow Mines. Like I said, I played an awesome game on uThermal 2, Battlecruiser Widow Mine against the Terran. And I know that you run out of Widow Mines a lot. Like, you need a lot of freaking Widow Mines to make this happen. Let's go up to the army composition I was saying by getting those 5 starports. Obviously, the battlecruisers are the core. Even if you need to make a ton of Widow Mines, the battlecruisers are the core of the army. I kind of want to kill those Marines. Let's see what he has. Okay, maybe I can just burrow under the Vikings here. No, doesn't look like it. This is why the mines are good. The mines are completely zoning him off here, and he actually cannot reach these battlecruisers. This is why they're so good. Now I'm gonna burrow these mines here and just fly into the main, and I'm gonna do a lot of free damage. I'm actually gonna teleport that one over there. Let's see. Oh, I can probably kill this base, actually, thinking about it. Let's see, with the Yamatos, can I kill this base? Oh, he didn't take this base yet. There we go. Base is gonna go down, I think. There we go. Fly over the Widow Mines, please. That's what they're there for. Oh, he killed him. Now I have to go away. Interference Matrix, absolutely terrifying for battlecruisers. They would instantly be dead. So I do have to be super careful. What are you doing there? Oh, actually killing stuff, apparently. Very nice. I'm not sure what my battlecruisers are doing there, but somehow it's working out. So that's fantastic. Well, this one is not working out. RIP. Not gonna give you a name because you weren't quite a hero. I'm sorry. Sounds a bit rude maybe, but no, we can't be giving out roles for free at this point. Let's try to get the gases on the bottom base here. How many SPs do I have? 96. Sounds like a crazy amount. I'm actually kind of digging it though, because obviously, how did I know the CC was coming? I didn't actually. I just moved there. I really didn't feel like that was so suspicious of a move. Nope. Normally, I feel like I've had some suspicious moves before. Like, sometimes it just happens on accident. I really didn't think that was that suspicious of a move, though. I was so taken aback, I even forgot what I was talking about for a second there. Guess we'll just move on. How many units do I have now? 7 battlecruisers. Get this one over here. I think maybe like 10 battlecruisers is a good amount, and the rest Widow Mines. That would make for like 30 Widow Mines or something, though, which sounds pretty crazy, but I feel like it's the right amount. And let's get some more turrets. Oh, I could definitely get some more sensor towers. Okay, so now he has the base. Actually, I'm not sure if he retook it or if he just had his tanks there. Let's see. Yeah, okay, he doesn't have it yet. Guess we're gonna try attack at the top this time. Let's get all these command centers hotkeyed. You know, because of coaching, I feel like I can give you guys a lot of tips. Because now I know a lot of the mistakes everyone makes, right? That are very common. A really easy to fix common mistake is that people don't hotkey their buildings when they make them. They hotkey them later for some reason. So, like, they always have to go back to hotkey their buildings instead of just hotkeying when they build them. Like, now I have most of my command centers hotkeyed. But if I didn't, I would probably forget about it for the rest of the game, right? Because I have so many at this point. Oh, okay. This is going to be beautiful, guys. Get ready for art, okay? These Vikings are not going to be able to do anything because of the Widow Mines. And then I'm just going to teleport on top of his tanks and kill everything. Yeah, we have absolutely checkmated him. Hacker. Yeah, not quite, but I guess, well, I was oh no, oh, that's gonna hurt so bad. Oh, he's gonna lose all of them, and he's gonna lose everything here. Oh my gosh, he has been absolutely annihilated by this move. He's gonna fly over the other Widow Mines. There we go, it's gonna be fireworks. Bam! That one he did on purpose, by the way. I could tell, he didn't fly over those on accident. He did that on purpose. He was like, all right, let's go out with a bang. This game, Battlecruiser Widow Mine looked very strong in the macro game. Obviously, our opponent lost the plot a little bit somewhere alongside the point, but this was a very long Battlecruiser Widow Mine game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you thought of the changes in the channel. And for now, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next episode. Adios.